Hey everybody, welcome to Home with the Halsteads. Today I'm making a creamy peach salad. Now a lot of people will think of this as a congealed salad, the kind that kind of jiggles when you cut it and when you eat it, but I promise you that's not what it is. This is creamy, it's light, it's fluffy, it's delicious. It's a family favorite of my family's, and I know that you're going to love it too. It only calls for 4 ingredients. It's simple, quick, and easy to make. And I hope that you'll come along with me this morning as we make it together. Okay, just a reminder, make sure that you check all of your ingredients before you start making your peach salad. I hesitate to call this a congealed salad because congealed salads, remember I told you a minute ago that they have a tendency to jiggle, and people just don't care for that anymore. It used to be real popular, but they don't care for it anymore. So let's get started. 4 ingredients. And the first thing that we want to do is to open a can of peaches. And I'm using the peaches that's in heavy syrup. You could use the light ones if you wanted to, but we prefer the heavy syrup. And this is a 15.25 ounce can of sliced peaches. So I'm just pouring it in this little mixer that I have here. It's kind of like a little blender. Doug likes to make his milkshakes in this. And I'm going to go ahead and add my Jell-O. I'm using a 3-ounce package of peach flavored Jell-O. And I've already opened it to save us a little time. And I'm just going to pour that on top of the peaches. This is the first step that we want to do in making our peach salad. Y'all, this is so light and so fluffy. So now let's give it a turn. I'm just going to start pulsing a little bit. That probably is enough right there. Now, if you don't have one of these, or you don't want to blend yours or put it in a mixer like this and have it, or in other words, if you would like some little pieces or chunks of peaches in yours, you could just cut your peaches up. You could use a chopper, you could use a knife. And then you would have little pieces of peaches. But we like ours this way. So I just blend the peaches with the Jell-O. So now our next step is I'm going to place it in the microwave for about a minute, perhaps a minute and a half, just to kind of melt the Jell-O. Even though it's blended, I want it to be melted. So I'm going to put it in the microwave. I'll take it out, I'll stir it, and I'll let it cool. You could stick it in the refrigerator. It won't take 5 minutes for it to cool. So in the microwave, it's going. Okay, we're ready to add our 3rd ingredient. I placed this bowl actually in the freezer for about 5-10 minutes, and just so that I could take the heat out of it. And it's not cold, but it's probably at room temperature. But anyway, you don't want it to start gelling or congealing at this point. So the next, I'm going to add our 3rd ingredient. Now let me tell you, most people are going to shy away from this recipe when I tell you what I'm using. I'm using buttermilk. 1 cup of buttermilk. Y'all, this makes this peach salad so delicious. It gives it just a little tang, and it's wonderful. My family loves it. The little ones love it, and when little ones love something like this, it's wonderful. This is a it's a real light and fluffy peach salad. And we have one more ingredient to add once we get this process completed. So I'm just adding the buttermilk, excuse me, to the peaches and peach flavored Jell-O. stirring it really well, and I'm going to place it in the refrigerator and let it start to chill. Now, I'll stir it 2 or 3 times, and we don't want it to congeal. We don't want it to start getting solid, but we do want it to kind of get firm, kind of an in-between firmness is what we want it before we add our next ingredient. So in the refrigerator it's going, and you could place it in the freezer for less time if you wanted to. Okay, we're ready for our 4th and final ingredient, and I want to show you this. I want you to see the texture. I also want to tell you that I placed mine in the freezer so we could speed up our video. But this is the texture and the consistency that you want your peaches, your Jell-O, and your buttermilk to be before you add the 4th ingredient. So hopefully you can see this, and that's what you want it to look like. So now I'm going to add 1 tub of Cool Whip, and you know we love the extra creamy, and this is an 8-ounce tub of Cool Whip. So I'm just going to break this out, spoon it out, use this little spatula that I've got here to get it all out of this little bowl. I don't know about you, but I save these little tubs, and then when I need to stick something in the refrigerator or I need to take something to somebody, y'all, I just use these because they're good. Kind of reminds me of my mother and Doug's mother. Doug's mother used to save meat trays and butter cups and whatever she had, whatever anything came in, she saved it. So anyway, I'm just going to use my spoon. You know, I'm a big spoon girl, and I'm just going to start mixing this up. Y'all, this is my youngest daughter's favorite. She has a birthday coming up Sunday, and I'm going to serve this. I've invited them to come and eat with us, and hopefully she'll enjoy this. She really, really loves it, but my whole family loves it. My whole family loves it. Doug loves it. We love it we eat it with our meal. You can eat it as a little dessert if you want to, but we love it with meat. We love it with chicken. We love it with pork. We love it with beef and vegetables, and it's just wonderful. And it's just, I think we'll call this a creamy peach salad, because if you use the word congealed, people don't want it. They think of the old-fashioned congealed salad, and that's just not real popular anymore. I know a few people like it, but a lot of people don't. So just want to make sure all of this is incorporated really, really good. Now, because this bowl is kind of messed up around the edges, I'm going to transfer it into another bowl, a serving bowl. And I'm just using this white Pyrex bowl that I have here. Now you could put it in a maybe an 8x8 casserole dish if you wanted to, and after it sets in the refrigerator for several hours, you could kind of cut it into little squares, serve it on a little plate, small plate, and maybe put a piece of mint on top if you wanted it to be fancy. But we just put ours in a bowl, and everybody dips what they want. And y'all, there's never any left. There just aren't any leftovers of this at our house. So that's how you do it. That's how you make it. And it is so, ever so, delicious. Okay, y'all. I'm going to rake this off, and we're going to wind this up and I've got it on my hands. See, if I had on gloves, I wouldn't mess up my hands, but they'll wash. I didn't need gloves for this one, did I? Okay, and even if you wanted to take this to covered dish, dinner, or something like that, you could just put 2 or 3 little pieces of mint in the middle and make it really, really pretty. Okay, friends, that's how it's done. Our creamy peach salad is all ready to serve. I know my family's going to love it. We're going to have a good time celebrating Sharon's birthday. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you again really, really soon. Don't forget to share and like our videos.